Okay, this is a demo for the fortune-telling fish. And you have a little red bag, and we're going to open up the bag and tell the kids inside is the fish. Now watch what we're going to do. I show the kids, I'm going to put it in my hand and watch the fish move all by itself. Let's see if it moves its head or its tail. There it goes, it's moving. Now I can turn it over and watch, I can pull it up with invisible strings. Let me see if I get its head or its tail. Got it, head and tail. I can turn it over, I can say abracadabra. Let's give it a little jump if it doesn't move, and there it goes. It moves. Then I say to the kids, do you want to know the secret to this? Do you want to know what I do? And they'll say, yep. And I say, absolutely nothing. I explain, all you do is hold your hand still. It will move all by itself. I then turn it over. I say I can pretend I'm using strings to pull it up. Am I really using strings? The class will say no. Then they're going to say, and then I tell them how it's done. I tell them, the reason it moves by itself is because of something special in your hands, the heat. So you have to warm up your hands. So the kids are probably going to start to warm up their hands, and then you just show them that it curls up. Tell them flipping it over, whatever they want to do. It's the heat that makes it move. Then I explain to the kids, if you want to make it flat, here's how you make it flat. You put it on the table or the floor and just let it sit there for about 20 seconds. You can push it down, you can turn it over, get it flat. Okay? Once again, if you have a table, that's great. The floor. Carpet doesn't always work that well, but because you might only have carpet where you're at now, you might have to do it that way. But I also tell the kids, don't do this. Don't pull it to make it flat, because you might do this. And then tell the kids, if you do that, it's never coming back. It's okay if you rip it once so they kind of get the idea of it. Then I tell the kids this. I tell them that this is a fortune-telling fish. On the back of this red bag, it tells you the fortune. It tells you what it means. Now I tell the kids only two of them. I tell them if it moves its head, it means you're jealous. And I tell the kids, by the way, if they can't read, Mom and Dad will help you with this one. If it moves its head, you're jealous. If it moves its head and tail, you're in love. Usually that gets a little laugh out of the kids. And you can tell them they can give it to Mom or Dad, and you can see what their fortune is. You don't have to read each one to them. Like I said, just read those two to them. If they're playing with it later on and they ask you what it means, you can tell them passionate means you're really excited about something. It really is something that makes you very excited, basically. Tell them fickle means you're very picky. It has to be your way. If they ask you what false means, I have no idea what it means. Make up whatever you want for false. I don't know what that one is. And basically then you would tell the kids, do they want one? They're all going to want one. Tell them when they're done with it, make sure they put it back in the bag. Put it back in the red bag, and then put that in the brown bag, or whatever color bag you get. So it goes in this red bag, and then it goes in their other bag with all their other tricks. Tell them also a couple other little things. If they ask you what the writing is on the fish, just tell them that's the instructions. You don't have to worry about telling them that, but if they ask, tell them that's how the fish works, but we just taught them that, so they shouldn't have to worry about that one. One other thing. Then you give out the fish to the kids. Some of the younger kids, they can't get it open. Tell the kids if you can't get it open, turn it over on the other side. It's on the other side. Okay? You'll see that happen with some of the younger kids. And I think that's all for the demo for the fortune-telling fish.